today's little tech tip, we're going to be talking about the transmission main shaft. This is your input shaft. The clutch actually goes on here. The inner primary's off, obviously. And this is a 5-speed. This video applies to all of them, but this is would be 90 to 2006 5-speed transmissions. And the issue that happens is there's a race that's on these, and what tends to happen, especially when you start doing some big power or more power, but it can happen on the stock ones as well, especially ones with some higher mileage. This race is just pressed on here, and it'll actually walk in to the seal, take out the needle bearings inside the transmission, cause all kinds of havoc and expensive repairs, timely repairs. And one of the solutions that we found is actually from Jim's. They have a one-piece sealed bearing, a seal, snap ring. And just to show you, I have a new one in the package. This is what the race looks like that's pressed on to this shaft. And as you can see, it's straight on both sides. That just gets pressed on. So there's nothing that holds it there, and it'll walk into that seal, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And then it's got this bearing which gets pressed into the primary. Just a roller bearing. Nothing on either side to hold that race in there. Again, that one gets a seal and a snap ring as well. But how this goes together, it's pretty simple. The bearing gets pressed into there, which obviously we haven't done it yet. There's going to be a snap ring on both sides of it, which will locate it in the proper position in that inner primary. And it gets a seal, and it's got a special seal that fits nice and tight on that shaft. So once you got that seal on there, the bearing, it can't go anywhere. It's not going to walk anymore. It's going to prevent primary leaks, anything like that. And another tip too, especially on these 5-speed twin cam motors, the fat splines on the stator rotor, they tend to get worn out, stripped. Bike's not charging. Chances are it's the rotor just spinning or being held stationary and not spinning to charge the bike. And I have an example of that over here on the bench. As you can see, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there's not much spline left on that one, so we had to put a new stator rotor on this guy. Nice and tight, nice clean splines. That's a brand new OEM Harley. We've used some of the aftermarkets. They do work if they're on back order or you can't find one, but it seems like the Harley charging stuff always seems to work the best, even with stators, rotors, rectifiers, regulators. But hopefully this helps clarify up a little bit of information on that input shaft for the transmission. Just showing the difference of the two-piece bearing style versus the one-piece sealed unit.